Hello. Gerald seems extra loud today, or is it just me? It's probably just me. Apparently, I'm having a day. Hello, welcome, my friends. Long time no see. I missed you last week. Monday, it feels so strange when I don't go live on a Monday, honestly. It throws my whole week off, sometimes in a good way, sometimes in a bad way. I have my routine. I go live Monday, and then Tuesday I do my uploads, my downloads, my blog post, my photos, all the things. And so I had no clue what day it was. And yeah. Anyway, it's been a week. Hello. Hi, April. Hello, Alabama. Excuse me. Hey, Sonia. Thank you for sharing. Linda. Hello, my friend. Hi, Gail. Penny. How are you? Shannon. Hello. Charlene from Missouri. Hello. Marcella's out there in PEI. Hey, Susan. Hi. So, what's happened? Hey, Darby from Dirtville. Hello, my friend. Hey, Jan, Karen. Hello. Yes, you made it. Oh, so Karen just came back from voting. Yay. We need where's a shout out, a ding, a ding. Hey, let's do a round of applause for everybody who has been out there to vote. Is that just in Edmonton? I don't know. Shannon, you voting down in Calgary today? Is that just an Edmonton thing? I don't even know. Anyway, we were voting for mayors and councillors and school trustees and things, so it involved a lot of research going on. I don't know who any of these people are or what they stand for. So, hello, Frida, pink smiling, waving, high hand, pink waving. Hello. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah, there we go. There's Frida with a blue face, blue smiling hand, pink waving. You make my day, Frida. Thank you very much. Anyway, so round of applause for everybody, as all Alberta municipalities. I should know that. I'm surprised I know my name today, right, Linda? Right. We won't get into my day. Anyway, so this week, last week, I don't even know. I don't even know what's going on. I do know my child is gone. She's over in Italy, and you guys, you're following along on the posts. I thought maybe I would do one here and there, but y'all seem to be liking them. So, and a few have said, no, please keep posting. So they're on my business page, but that is my daughter, and she is over in Italy. And if you don't like them, just keep scrolling. There's been more Alicia posts this week than there have been on cards, and only because I was going to post some cards and things like that. Well, I can't post like 9 times a day. It's getting ridiculous. But anyway, they're in Italy. You can see they're having the most amazing time. Things are going to slow down a lot, especially photo-wise, because the Wi-Fi, they're out in the country in Tuscany, and there's very not great Wi-Fi. So it took a lot of tries to get the pictures I got today. She sent some from the hot air balloon ride, where they were in an area that had better Wi-Fi. And then when they got to the villa, where are they? They're in a villa in Tuscany. It's not so good. So she sent me a few, and that's what I posted today. So there's not going to be as many. Plus, it's not going to be that exciting because it's supposed to be raining for the next 3 or 4 days, which is a shame because they're in Tuscany for the next 4 days. Pardon me, and then they come home Saturday. But they're you see the pictures. Oh my gosh. So I'm just living vicariously through my child. And there's an 8-hour time difference. So she's texting me at like 4 a.m. And of course the ding may or may not wake me up. And anyway, it's been very strange around here without her. She is a mini-me as far as personality and energy level goes. So when she's not here, it's kind of like, pretty boring around here. Like, she's like, so what's going on back home? I'm like, well, took out the garbage. Right, so that's what's going on. I know the smiles on their faces, right? If you don't know who is running, how do you vote? Well, I did my research, Linda. So there actually was a survey that I took just to find out whose platform was what. And so you answer the questions, and it tells you what candidate most or better aligns with your values. And so I went from that, honestly, because there's just so many. And I didn't know. So I took the time this morning, and I did research who to vote for. So yeah, got her done. Hey, Kathy. Hello. And Donna's in the house. Hi, Mary. Hello. Yes, he's a lovely young man, Linda. He's a lovely young man. And she's rubbing off on him. So I said, hey, I see a couple smiles there with teeth. So, because I told Alicia, I'm like, you can't be doing all these like all these ridiculous poses with the lips. It says smile like you're having fun and you're happy. And so now I see a few teeth in his pictures too. So that's fantastic. What else is, I don't even, this week has been a blur. So let me just get right at stuff and things. I know what I have been working on is my fundraiser. So there's a couple layers here and it's all going to come together very nicely. And I want to hit that up just for the first couple of minutes before we get to making our card. First and foremost, if you were watching along on Friday for my coffee break, you will have seen me share a project. Now, y'all know how I roll, right? Things just happen right now. It's like, oh, I have this idea. Boom, let's make it happen. No, the deadline is tomorrow. The deadline is not tomorrow, but what I decided to do with the fundraiser, you know what I'm doing is I'm raising funds for kits to be purchased that I then donate to Santa's Anonymous. And I was up to 88 kits and I bought another, oh gosh, I've lost track now. I bought at least another 10, so that's 98. I'm over 100 in what I've bought, and then I still have to purchase more because I roll my commission and my free spending back in to the kits too. So I have at least another $150 worth to order. So I'm excited about that because why, I hear you cry, I had an inkling, you may have heard, I had an inkling that there might be some free shipping this month. And hey, lo and behold, what did Stampin' Up! Announce today? Free shipping. So I'm going to order the rest of my kits on Friday at noon, Friday the 24th at noon, so that I can get the free shipping on that, because that just means that your donation dollars go even further. So I'm very excited. Hi, you guys. Hi, everybody. But what I decided to do on the heels of the donations, my goal, Linda, was 150 kits. So I'm over 100, and that'll get me however many more that will get me, like with my free spending. So I'll be very close. And then friends have given me kits. I will have 150 to donate. That's not a problem. So I'm very close to my goal. I would like to get in a little bit more. So what I thought to do to sweeten the pot, if you were watching on Friday, you'll have seen this. I'm having an event with 7 of my Silver Sisters. You've heard me talk about this before, my SSS Super Team events that I usually do with just my team and just all of our teams. So there's 15 of us in the sister group, and we put this on for our teams every quarter. Well, we decided, hey, everybody's running their own the 8 of us, we're all running fundraisers. So I'm doing mine for Santa's Anonymous. I believe Diane out in Ontario, she's doing, I believe, a women's shelter. There's all kinds of different charities that we're supporting. Everybody's chosen their own in their own community. So we said, well, hey, why don't we do an all-day event? We'll do an event for those who have donated to our causes. So right now, I think I have 75 people in the Facebook group. So I've invited all of my people who donated, and Sue has invited all of hers, and Glenda all of hers. And we're going to put on an event where we're all going to do a project. So there's going to be 8 projects I'm starting at 8:30 in the morning, starting with me, Mountain Time, on the 25th, this Saturday. And I'm going to do a project. And then 45 minutes later, somebody else does one. So every 45 minutes, somebody does a project. So I think that runs to 1:45, possibly 2:30. I think 1:45 is when they start. So I thought, well, this would be a great way to say thank you. Absolutely, Kathy. $5 is enough. I ask for 30 if it's in the budget. 20 would be amazing, friend. That would be fantastic. So instead of me sending out thank you cards, because that's what I usually do, this is our thank you to everybody who donates to the charity. And so I wanted to show you my project because, oh my God, you guys, you don't want to miss out on this. If you have $5, send it my way. I'll get you in the group, okay? This is my project, and it's just easier to show you holding it this way than on the desk. So it's a fold-up photo album, and it folds up to 6 by 6, and you can put pictures on one side. You can turn it over and put pictures on the other side. I have made several of these, and this came up at Thanksgiving when I was at my mom's. Rebecca's boyfriend was looking at the albums these are my mother's albums that I made for her. So there are pictures of the kids. These were Christmas presents back in the day. I have 30 photographs in here. So that's one side. Look at them all. Turn it over. There's a total of 30. There's 16 on one side, 14 on the other. You can have fewer. You could just, you don't have to cut the pictures. You can have fewer. You could have more if you did smaller pictures. But it folds up. This is a great little brag book if you're a grandma and you want to show off your newest grandbabies. It fits in your purse. Like, it's so much nicer than scrolling through. Here, have my phone and scroll through my photos. That's not nice. It's not as nice as an album. So I'm going to show you how to make this. Like, look at those pictures. They're amazing. Look at that. That's one side. Turn it over. That's another side. So this is my project. So if you donate to my cause, fire me off. There's a donation link. So if you go into Tamara's Paper Trail, the header, if you click on that, then it'll take you to, in the description, it'll say that there's a form to fill out, and it tells you how to e-transfer me. Whatever you can afford, friends, honestly. This is going to be a great event. You're going to learn 8 different paper crafting projects. I've seen a few of them. They're amazing. And that'll get you a ticket. Send me some money. If you've already sent me money, you've already been invited. So and I know there's about 4 of you who haven't accepted that, so you need to look for that. Alexina, I think you're one. I'll message you again, but if you need to get into that group so that you can check it live. If you can't make it Saturday, you will have access to all of the replays until the end of December. That's when I'm going to kick everybody out of the group, and then we'll keep that for next year when we go to do it next year. So anyway, these are the projects. I'm going to update the paper. I have to remember how to make them, but they're fairly easy. You just need a couple of sheets of 12 by 12 paper and some chipboard or backing from your DSP or coasters. Anyway, it's hi Annette. Tadawawa. Hello. Anyway, register for that. So I'm mentioning that just because I need to order the rest of my kits Friday by noon because free shipping. So let's just talk about free shipping for a second. You know, when there's free shipping, Bertram here says, hey, I have nothing else to do. Let's throw out a BOGO. BOGO. Yes. Hi, Caitlin. Hi, Kathy. That's okay. I'm just talking about my donation and the project we're making for our my fundraising event. That's this Saturday. So my BOGO, buy one, get one. Essentially, you place an order through me. And you pick out the stuff you want of my retired stuff. So I show it like, hey, who wants this? Who wants this? You say, I do. Then you go in and you place an order for that amount, and then I mail you my stuff. Simple? Yeah. That's happening Wednesday, because why wouldn't it? Somehow I will find time to figure out how to get everything all figured out by Wednesday. Wednesday is 6:30 p.m. Mountain Time. Come right back here. There are deals, like it's buy one, get one. So I might have a brand new bundle that might say free with a $60 order. So it's a $60 bundle, but you're getting it for free when you buy a new $60 something. You're not too late to register, Kathy. Have you, is a donation just send me a donation. For the Santa's Anonymous thing, $30 ideally. But it's, yeah. Anyway, we can chat later. You missed it. Just hit the replay. That answers your next question, Kathy. Okay, yes, replays. All right, so BOGO. Would you consider keeping us in the group at least until the end of January, since we're all busy time with us now until the end of December? Cindy, I would consider it, but this is October 25th, so you have all of November and all of December. I'll consider it. Yes. You know I will. Probably yes. I will. Let me know. They're 8 presentations. You can carve out. Yeah, they're half an hour each. Okay. Anyway, so the BOGO Wednesday, 6:30. Now, the nice thing about the BOGO, and the reason I do it when there's free shipping, is because if you have an order of $100 or more, the shipping from Stampin' up to you is free. Okay. And then my stuff, you just have to pay to get my stuff to you. And if you buy like 2 bundles, it's generally only like $6.30 to mail like 2 bundles, depending on the weight. So we figured that out. Essentially, just come in Wednesday, shop. I'll let you know what your total is, what you're successful on bidding. And I'll say, hey, you need to place an order of $115, or you need to place an order of $73, whatever it is. You place that order, I mail you the stuff, and I'll tell you how much that's going to cost for the postage. Okay, so that's those. I'm mentioning that now because this came down at like 2 o'clock this afternoon, where Stampin' Up said, hey, free shipping Wednesday, Thursday, Friday on orders of $100 or more. So I've had to crack my butt. No, I don't have to crack my butt, because that's weird. What? Okay. Anyway, moving on. So the other thing, where are the link to invite to the group for the October? Shannon, I will private message it to you. I invite you, and it should be in your notifications over on the right-hand side of Facebook. Yeah, I can check I'll check if you're in or not. Anyway. So the other thing I did was this weekend, I designed my A Child is Born class. And then Saturday, I prepped the pieces for my Child is Born class. And then Sunday, I packaged them up. They're ready to go. So who wants to register? Because I have one person registered. Again, I am posting so much, and Facebook, like, things are moving along swiftly, friends. So I post too much. These are the 3 cards we are making on November 14th on Zoom. It's an inexpensive class. If you don't have this stamp set, the class with the stamp set is only $50 porch pickup to make these 3 projects and the stamp set. To mail it to you, if you're getting this to go, it's $60 because I have to charge the postage for this to get to you. $40 for just the class, which is just the pieces. And you can take just the PDF for 25 Canadian or 27 if you're paying via PayPal. And for that, you just get the PDF in the class. So you don't get any of the pieces. And that's ideal for my American friends and my UK and my Australian friends. Anybody? I know you're not doing that one, Linda. Yeah, and that's fair enough. Yeah. Anyway, so I need to mail it soon. They're ready to mail. But you know what our mail is like right now? People are getting mail within a week. I mailed stuff on Saturday, and many people in Alberta and BC and Saskatchewan have received my mail, but we don't want to push it. The sooner I get it in the mail, the better. So A Child is Born. Registration is open. Register now. You don't like any of those ways to part with your money? How about an extravaganza leftover kit? I have, I don't know, maybe I have 8 of these left. I don't know how many I have left. Essentially, we'll go, I've mentioned this a few times, but there are 12 cards. How many? 10, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 cards. You get 6 sheets of designer paper from the Aurora, something or other. You get a half an ephemera pack. You get the PDF, which I have to send to you separately because that makes it too fat to mail it. And you get 1/4 of a roll of the twine, not on this thing though, because that makes it too fat to mail. And you get a bunch of gems and my undying gratitude. So if you want that, $55 porch pickup, $61.30 for me to mail it to you. That's all I know. I think that's everything on my list. Is that everything on my list? Where's my list? I don't even know where my list is now. I lost my list. I'm listless. There it is. Okay, so I hit up album class donation. Ideally 30. 5 will do it. 10 will do it. 15 will do it. 20 will do it. 100 will do it. Get in the class. It's going to be a good one. A Child is Born. Extra extravaganza kits and my BOGO free shipping. So that's here on Wednesday. All right. Spread the word. Share. I don't have graphics. Yeah, maybe I have graphics. I think I did I don't know what I did. Share this post if you would. Give me a like. Give me a thumbs up. I think I'll do a contest. Not a contest. I think I'll do hey, let's do some free stuff because you listened to me ramble for this long. Hey, I have an extra 1 or 6 of these. How about who wants a half a pack of this ephemera? Greetings for all. Mix and match ephemera pack. Let's do let me change my overlay here. Comment. Comment BOGO. No, so here I'm just going to edit this. Don't do fundraiser. Comment BOGO to be entered into my draw for the half ephemera pack. Okay, let's put that up. That's what we're going to do. So I'll do a draw sometime. It probably won't be, it'll be sometime, maybe by next Monday. Okay. Festive Friends class, Friday to be mentioned. Thank you, Linda. Yes, my Festive Friends class is on this Friday. Packets were mailed, all that stuff, but it's getting a little late to register. You could still register for that, but I've kind of moved on from that because nobody's going to get it in time to mail it. But anyway, entered for that. I would be ever so grateful too if after this event, after this live, if you go back and give it a like. That just helps spread the word to other people. So anyway, let's make a card. 719. Wow, more rambling than usual. So I've been struggling this week to make cards. It's kind of funny. When I came down here on Thursday, I had all day to create. And it took me all day to come up with stuff I didn't like. It was awful. And I think you guys, we all have those blocks where I said to Craig, I couldn't make a card to save my life. I made a few. I hated them all. Hated them all. Friday I came down here, boom, boom, boom. I created 3 cards in no time that I loved for the A Child is Born class. I love them. And that was so easy. Today I came down and went, oh my gosh, I can't make a card anymore. I don't know what's going on. I got there in the end. So super quick and easy had to be the name of the game. That's what I love to do here. If you're new to my Mystery Card Monday, the way it works is I give you a simple recipe that you create or you prep the pieces. I come in and I show you how to make an easy card. Then you can do what I call stepping it up. You can step it up by adding layers, adding texture, adding more die cuts, and so on and so forth. But it starts off with, this is a really basic, easy layout that anybody can do really with just stamps, ink, and paper. Ideally an embellishment or two, but use what you've got. You don't have to own all the things. I like to show that you can do it. It does almost kill me to try to make a simple card. I'm not gonna lie. So anyway, I think that's out November. Inez, check the inventory status report. What was it? I want to say November 11, 12, 14th, the week of November 14th, maybe the week of November 7th. Check the ISR on that. All right, so giddy up, let's go. We're going to start with just a plain a piece of basic white, standard card base, 8.5 by 5.5. And we're going to fold it in half. You know that really, my white bases are really my favorite. They're my go-to. It used to be for cost purposes, but now the cost of a pack of white is the same as the cost of a pack of colors. So, but I've always liked the look. Ever since I started making cards, I like white, like the white on white. All right, so we folded it in half. Now we're going to open it up and we're going to cut off 1 1/4 inches off the edge. So I want to trim here. I'm going to do it here. I'm going to put it at the 1 1/4, or you could swing it around this way and do it 1 1/4. I prefer to do it this way because I have more to hold on to. So we're going to go 1 1/4. We're going to cut that off. The 17th. Thank you, Lillian. This piece, don't throw this away. We're actually going to scooch this over and we're going to cut this down to a 1-inch strip. Okay, so it started off at 1 1/4. We're going to cut it down to 1 inch. Like that. And I can't remember. See, this is my brain. I can't remember what we were talking about, Lillian, the 17th. Like, I can't even remember. Oh, okay. Oh, the paper. The paper is due back on the 17th. Thank you, Lillian. Like, that's my brain lately. It's like, if Craig and I were having a conversation yesterday, and I asked him a question, and he said, pardon? And I said, what? And he said, what did you say? I'm like, I don't remember. Literally, within 4 seconds, I couldn't remember what I had just said to him. Like, I need a vacation. I do need a vacation. All right. So here's our card base. So this part is our standard back, and this was full, and I cut off 1 1/4. All right. So we've got it like this. We're going to bring in our designer paper, 2 3/4 by 5 1/4. And this is the traditional Christmas. That's what Inez was talking about. That is out of stock. But apparently Lillian says it's coming back on the 17th. Hi, Kim. Baseball. I understand. I know. Toronto. We're kind of following along up here in Canada too. All right. So I'm simply going to tape this down. On the left-hand side. Like that. Now, so what we're doing here is we've got this 1-inch strip over here, and I'm gonna tape this down here after I emboss it. So I brought in this embossing folder, is the sunflower. It's in and out of stock like nobody's business. It was on low inventory last week. I don't know where it's at now, but it keeps coming in and going out. But I like to use this one because if you're just having a little snippet like we are here, you really can't tell that they're sunflowers and not poinsettias, or pointed setters, as Tracy calls them. So I'm just going to put this in here. I'm going to close the door. I'm going to run it through. You know, you're going to put the seam through the cut and emboss machine first. Linda, I'm sorry for you. I don't know what's wrong. The funny thing is, like brain fog, I've been eating incredibly bad. Like, I've been eating my emotions. Like, you heard me on Friday. Like, it was a hot mess, right? I'm crying on videos. I was just a hot mess. Been eating a lot of sugar, and that contributes to brain fog. So today I'm like, that's it. enough. Again, back to the clean eating. So it's just fruits and vegetables and meat. No dairy, no sugar, right? Because this brain fog, it's starting to scare me, man. I tell you, I think I am losing it. I am losing it, right, Linda? Okay. So I'm going to run this little strip through my cut and emboss folder. So the reason that you put this seam through first is to avoid it from cracking. If you constantly put it through the wrong way, or if you put it in sideways, it puts pressure on this and it will crack and you will end up with two pieces. Ask me how I know. You have to put the seam through first. Okay. So here's my embossed piece. So you can see, like, you know, they might not recognize it as an actual sunflower. This, maybe they do from here, but maybe that'd be covered up. Anyway, we're going to put that down. I'm going to tape that down. Oh, Marcella, you know it, girl. I'm going to use liquid glue here because it's so deeply embossed. I want it to adhere nicely and completely. I know I've been an emotional wreck, but again, on Friday I was going through it. It's I'm kind of between stages in my life, right? Like Craig is retiring, the girls are grown up, and Craig nailed it the other day. He said, you know, for 20 years, so I've been running my business for 20 years, since Alicia was six weeks old is when I went to my first Stampin' Up party. And he says, so your identity for 20 years has been, you know, the mom raising the kids and building your business. And now the kids are older, and so that's kind of going away, and I don't know what to do with my business when there's postal strikes and or with him retiring. So I'm in this flux of identity crisis, and just between oh, I was supposed to trim this down. Sorry, you guys, I was talking. This is supposed to be cut down to, now that it's got glue all over it, it's going to be cut down to 5 1/4. Ugh, that's nasty. Oh well. There we go. So I know that's a lot to do with my emotions lately, as I'm just kind of having this midlife crisis of, I don't know who I am, I don't know what to do. Anyway, I know you guys all know it. You've all been through it, or you're going through it, right? Here we go. Okay, so here we go. That's what we've got so far. Like that. All right, so then I brought in a die cut circle. So I have been using that. No worries, Kathy. I've been using my dies from the Spotlight on Nature. And I normally take all these little bits out before I go live, but anyway, I didn't this time. This is the only downside to these dies. I have used these hundreds of times in the last 6 days, like literally. Oh, now I have blue streaks on them for my nail polish. That's awesome. Empty nest doesn't last long. Why? Is that because they come back, Inez? It's not even, you know, even with them being here, I still feel the loss because my job is mostly done, right? Like they've got the good values, they've got the education, you know, we still have great conversations now. But the child rearing is done. So even if they're still living here, I still feel a little bit empty because they don't need me the way they did before, right? Although, having said that, now my mom and dad need me. So it's kind of flipped around there, but anyway. Yeah. All right, so there we go. There's our die cut. And you can use a smaller one. This is where I struggled a little bit today, going, oh, I don't even know what to do. I am not thrilled with... No, that's exactly it, MJ. They don't need you in the same way. Of course they still need you. They'll always need you. But it's just, you know, my day isn't structured the way it used to be. Right? So it's just been weird. It's been weird. And then, yeah, anyway. Bye. Okay, so here is what I'm doing. Then it comes down to how I'm decorating it. So on this one, I had a lot of space, and I don't have, I really am the sandwich generation. Absolutely, Cindy. I didn't find a Merry Christmas that I liked enough to, where in the heck did I put? Seriously. It was here a minute ago. Before I went live, I'm like, oh, I've got the kit. What? Oh, hang on. Okay, it's the wrong color box. I know what's happening. So I couldn't find a Merry Christmas that was the right size here. So I'm going to use the Piece of Earth. But since the Stampin' Man just came, I opened my paper pumpkin box. And it does have a beautiful Merry Christmas. I don't love the offerings of Merry Christmases in our stamp sets right now. Or maybe I just didn't buy the right ones. But this would be perfect. So maybe I could do this one. Yeah, I'll stick with the one I was thinking of. But anyway, this is the latest paper pumpkin kit. I have 3 extras of this. They're going to be $43.09, but I don't mail you the ink spot or the pretty box because that just bumps it up to a ridiculous amount of money. But the stamp set's a good one. But I'll keep with what I better not go rogue today because my brain just won't even allow me to go there. I tried that. Yes, you're not wrong, Linda. And that was another option, and I have done that one. So I'll show you that one in a minute. I'm going to come in, though, with the Piece on Earth, which is from the Piece on Earth. Go figure. Okay, then. I'm going to ink that up in real red. God. Kill me. Okay, Piece on Earth. Let's go. I'm going to put that down about here. Piece on Earth. And then I'm going to fill the space with my die cuts. My blue nail polish. That's awesome. All right, Linda. No, I know it's not Shirley. I know it, but you know what I'm saying, right? And it didn't help that I wasn't sleeping. Right, so that always makes things crazy. All right, so I'm going to tape this down. Now, there's a few things that we can do here. I'm going to tape this on the left-hand side. Actually, in this case, I'm not. I had done a card a few months ago where it was the same layout, but instead of opening this way, it opens. This is going to get tacked here, and it can open this way. So you could put the Piece on Earth over here. It would help if this was scored. So let me show you that. I can do that because I've got another one where it's not scored. So I'm just going to score between these 2 pieces. And I'll show you. So you're going to have 2 options here. So this one, we can bend this backwards. And then I'm going to I'll put this here. So I'll put that on with, should I do dimensionals? Sure, let's do some dimensionals here. I said I wasn't going to go off script tonight because I just don't have the brain power. But anyway, okay, so I want to make sure that it's just on this little side here, like this. So I'm going to use the dimensionals on the right side and stick it on the right side. So it's going to go here. Then, thank goodness, I already die cut some doves out of real red. Hi, Chris Stones from Australia. How are you, my friend? Aw, thanks, Dawn. Thank you. For these little birds, you can curl their wings a little bit. So just grab your bone folder and just as if you were curling ribbon back in the day, you know, when you curled the ribbon for balloons and streamers and stuff, right? Just kind of curl their wings up a little bit. And then we can pop some dimensionals on them, leaving their wings mostly free. So let's put this. Thanks for commenting, you guys. It honestly, it helps. When you guys comment, it helps the algorithm. And Facebook likes that. So then it can push my videos out to more people. And you'd be surprised at how much that helps. Just new people to find us. So that's fantastic. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Keep commenting. Okay, so I'm just going to take off these dimensionals. Why am I sure? 734. Okay. Okay, so this guy I'm going to put down here. Hopefully, there, he covers the blue. Yay. Maybe put him over here. Let's see, like that. And then this little feller, he's going to go up here. Now, another little touch I did. We don't sell the gold Wink of Stella anymore, but we do still have the clear Wink of Stella. So I just went in and I just put a little, oh, this one is the gold. So we used to sell this, but you can get this at other places. But we do also have the silver. I just wanted to stick with the gold because of the gold in the paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit of the gold wink. And really, you can't really even tell that it's gold. Okay, I'm going to do this because I can't see what I'm doing. Just a little bit of wink. A little bit of bling. Doo, doo, doo. Okay, and then we're going to bring in some jewels. Doo, doo, doo. I know, Linda. So this, you're right. Linda says, like, you can use this for more. Like, it's not just Christmas. Yes, there's a peace on earth, but there's hugs for a good friend, deep sympathy, heartfelt prayers, love, peace, like peace, love, and joy, love, sending you, wishing you a new adventure. Like, this is very versatile, this one. All right. Finally, I'm going to come in with these things, traditional sparkling sequins. And I'm going to, these are so flat. Like, I love these. I think, I'm not sure if they're back in stock. They were out of stock. I think they're back. But I make things up as I go along, so you just never know. That's not very good positioning, Bertram. Let's go over here. And then onto this guy down here. Then, of course, you know I need a bow. My talons are a little long, but let's see what we can do. Little bow. Snip. What's going on here? I've got... okay, and where'd I go? Come back. Hi. Where'd my hands go? Where'd it go? Why is my webcam not hooked up anymore? Click to start. What's going on here? Oh, no. No. Disconnect. What the heck? Where did my... Sorry, something came disconnected. Oh, for heaven's sakes. My webcam is not webbing camming. I haven't done anything. Okay, let's try this camera. What the heck? Well, that's no good if you can't see my hands. Why? Why is this happening to me? Okay, this is what we have so far. Well, I'm back, but where's my hands? My hands aren't back. Oh, for the love of Pete. Oh, there it is. Now it's back. Okay. Whatever. All right. Okay. I guess when I grabbed my scissors, something came dislodged. All right. Let's finish this off. So, wow. Is it too early to start drinking? Okay. It's got to be 1 o'clock. All right. So I'm putting this little bow on Mr. Dove. I don't think I should make a different card today because I might be here till midnight at the rate I'm going. Okay, we're 90 people. Oh my gosh, you guys, that's amazing. Wow, you guys are incredible. Okay, so there's our card. Now, so this one opens like this. So you can bend this backwards and then you can stamp and do your thing in there. Okay, so there's that version. The way that I originally designed it was this. And I mean, I didn't design it, but I've seen it around. It's just easy enough, right? So it's to say, it just depends on which way you want it to open. It's noon somewhere. Absolutely. I know. Right? So you've got some options on how it opens. Now, I want to show you, though, now a couple others, and maybe it's 7:39. If I would shut up and just get on with things. I was going to say, would you like me to show you how to make one of these other ones? So here's the one I made. Here's another option. This one took me way too long. Again, I was like, oh my God, what's happening in my brain? This one's a little different, so it's opening to the left. This one I embossed with is this even still current? Is that the eyelet, something or other? I don't even know what that is. But I didn't like the gold covering as much as I did. So I actually cut this circle. So this one is the same circle. I cut it in half and I just tucked it between these two layers. So this is a little half circle, a little halfer. Okay. I gold embossed the gold on black and gold on white. Pardon me, die cut them out. I used the labels from traditional labels and cut that out, and this is gold embossed. Like this one's a little over the top. So this just goes to show you can do super simple. You can step it up. Okay. Thanks, you guys. And then finally, I know Inez likes her cards for the fellas, and I do too. And I was trying to make a really simple card for the fellas, and it almost killed me. So this is what it's not as simple as I wanted it to be. But I used the Woven Textures paper, and then I used our, whatever this wavy one is, the soft waves, to emboss on the side. And then I thought, oh, I could turn it this way, and I could do a boat. And anyway, then my head almost exploded because I couldn't find the sentiment that worked. I brought in this, whatever this is, because I hadn't seen ink yet. It had not seen ink yet. So I brought in my Sunrise Sailing and I started playing. And it took me a long time to come up with this. But I could show you how to make it. Some 41. So I could show you how to make this and we could play with this a little bit. The Yay, so the Happy Retirement comes from this set, the Sunrise Sailing Happy Retirement, but it left a big gap that I didn't love. So I wanted another sentiment, and I finally found one that worked. It's in an upcoming item called Cake Day. So this one comes out in November. November 1st, whenever. Let's say November 1st. I don't know. Is it November 1st? November something with the next online exclusives. Let me check my calendar. November, probably November 4th. Let's go with November 4th. Customers can order this. Right now, demonstrators can order it, or you can get it in your starter kit. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have 10 new Trailblazers, okay? Doesn't mean I got 10 people who want to do the business. I got 10 smart shoppers who know a good deal when they see one. Pick out $165 worth of stuff, pay $48 flat. That is the price of 2 packs of paper, friends. No brainer. 10 new people. This is why I'm a little behind today. There's a lot of work when you bring people into the team, and I'm way behind. Anyway, I digress. This one you can order. You can get this in your starter kit. Cake Day. And anyway, there was a Yay in there. So that's what I have in here. My husband is retiring in a few months. So I thought we could try this. Let's try it. There's no time. There's no time, Dolores. Just get on it. How about, I didn't want to do it in the browns. I wanted to do it in blues. So how about if we bring in this paper, the, why can't I ever remember? Beautiful garden blue, beautiful, what is this called, Inez? Beautiful gallery. Okay, and there's, oh, see, that would be nice too. Okay. All right. 3 and 1. Okay, I'm just looking to see if there's another boating. I don't think there is. Okay, we're going to do this. We're going to try to do a card. Oh, 3-1 for Seattle. I'm like, what is happening? What do you mean 3-1? What's happening? Okay, that's the baseball score. Seattle, okay. Go Blue Jays. Go Blue Jays. All right, so what paper am I going to do on this? I'm going to do Seacrest, or am I going to do, yes, Seacrest. We'll do that. Seacrest. We don't have time to think. So this is going to be, this is 8.5. I have to cut to 5.5. It looked a little too big. I'm like, that's not right. 5.5. Okay, so we're going to fold this in half. And then I'm going to cut off a side of it, and I'll show you how to use this. I've never used the dies, like the dies or the embossing folder. The embossing folder is amazing. And I know I'll be sad when this thing retires because I've never used it. So let me just show you. Of course, it wouldn't be the first one I touch, would it? Hang on. There it is. So you can cut and emboss at the same time. Like, I haven't used that either. Anyway. So we're going to cut off 1 1/4 off the side. 1 1/4. I'm going to cut this down to 1. Hi, Dawn. Hi, Ida. Okay, apparently I need a bit of blade. Now, I could use the soft waves folder like I did here, or I could do, so they have to be sideways. Well, that looks like birch. I like the waves. I'm going to go with waves. The waves. This one, jeepers. Did I just have it out? No. Okay, here we go. So this one, the soft waves, or gentle waves, or whatever it's called. I'm going to emboss that. And I could, should I do it this way? This one I did up and down. I think I like the up and down, so it looks more wavy. Oh, we got to trim this down first. Trim it down to 5 1/4. I still have 15 minutes. I should be able to get there, maybe, she said. I'll read your comment in a bit, Dawn. I'm under a time crunch now. So I decided to go rogue. Heaven forbid I should just reinvent the one that I already did. But I did that once already tonight, so I need to push myself, right? Okay. So I could do, this is going to go here with glue. It's the worst disease. It's the worst. Oh, jeez. Thanks, Dawn. That's very young, 64. Wow. Dad's 86. He'll be 87 on November 1st. He actually, he and Mom, it was their 62nd wedding anniversary yesterday. So it was a hard day for her because he doesn't remember. And although she took in the wedding album, but yeah. Okay, so this one, I think I'm going to cut it so that some of the boats might be showing. So I'll cut this. It was 2 3/4. Oh, what was that? Oh, that was just a piece that was left in there. Okay, I'm like, something's cutting. And then that has to be by 5 1/4. Like that. Take that down. Okay. I don't know, this paper might be too much, but anyway. Okay, so then I'm going to bring in, I've got a bunch of these already cut. That one I think, oh, this is crumb cake. Is that too moody? What do you think? Should I go with the, I kind of like that, and then I can do the boat and crumb cake, I think. Do you like that? It ties in a little bit, right? How about we do that? So when it comes to the boat, let me see. I'm going to stamp the boat. I guess on crumb cake. Here's some crumb cake. Scrap crumb cake. Absolutely done. Absolutely. It's hard, Linda. It's so hard. All right. So here's our boat. So I'm going to go in with the large image, and I'm going to do it in, let's do it in Seacrest. 48. And first I'm going to clean it because I can see that I haven't cleaned it since I used brown on it. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to stamp it in Seacrest. Like that. Oh, gorgeous. Then I'm going to, okay, while I'm here, I'm going to do the yay from the cake day. Rats, wasn't as inky as I like it. And then I'm going to do the, I can find it. Oh, here we go. Retirement something or other, and that's going to be in, I'll do it in the crumb cake as well. I'm confused because I hear Craig talking to somebody and he doesn't talk to people on the phone. Okay, so I'm going to go happy retirement. Now I need an accent color for the sails, and I think I'll go with, I don't know if cloud cover will show very well, but let's cloud cover, or I wonder, boho blue might work. That might be too bright. Balmy blue might work. Let's see what looks better here. I think, just see. So these are, this is for the sails. I just want to see how that looks. It was very green. Let's see. I wonder if that was clean. See how it looks in balmy. Okay. Oh, Misty. Oh, yeah. That would be a good, yeah. Yes. Yes. That's what I was looking for. Why didn't I see it? Because that one's going to be too blue, I think. That's, oh, yeah, that's too blue. Yeah, good call. Thank you. There it is. Thanks, Donna. Misty is what we're going with for sure. Just double check that. Seems a little dark, but oh well, we're doing it. I mean, the cloud cover wouldn't. Oh, okay. I have to see what the cloud cover looks like, though. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, 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 no. Okay. Let's just go with this. Okay, so I just have to line it up over here. Or should I do a brown? Ooh, ooh. Maybe the, oh, copper clay isn't still a thing. Why is it still here? Let's do, where's my pecan pie? There it is. Let's see if the pecan will look okay. 752. Why not? Yeah. I didn't touch a thing. There. Oh my gosh, you guys. All right, so I'm going to line this up along the side of the mast. Like that. Yeah, I probably should have. Oh well, too late now. And then I need this little part of the boat, which is over here. So it looks like this. It's just going to fill in this spot. So this, again, will go in with the pecan pie. Pardon my head. That. Okay, now we're going to die cut it with the big boat. So here's the big boat. Die cut that. Cut that out. We still have 7 minutes. Yeah, we're okay. We're going to be all right here. I do like to make one with you guys, like off the cuff. These are great masculine color combo. Okay, put that back over there. My shirt's riding up here. Settle down. Okay. So this one is going to look okay. I think that'll look nice. Hey? Yeah, I like that. Okay. Here we go. So we're going to put this over here. Yay. I'm going to put more to the right. Pop it up on dimensionals. And since I don't know where, here's some big ones. Navy? Well, I like the Secret Sea though. That's what's coming out of the paper. Navy would work too. It's just the navy's a little bit brighter. Okay, take those off. So I do want to have a good play with this boat set. There's so many great sympathy cards I've seen online. Up there. Happy retirement. This is where nails come in handy. So you don't chop off a finger. Yeah, it needs to be shorter than that. Oh, a little bit bigger than that. There we go. Nailed it. Okay. Then. Oh, thank you, Darby. I like the rich. I love the secret. See, this is the color of the inside of my front door. We painted the inside of our door, as one does. Okay, it's going to go like that. And I'm going to put... And this actually is the color of my couch, too. My leather couch. So, my husband's asking if I'm done. I'm like, oh, that was on the wrong end. This was supposed to go over here. I'll just answer him. I told him 8:15. Okay. Okay, honestly, I know better. There. I didn't want this to run into the boat. But you also don't want it to run it down here. So you put it there. Like that. Okay. Love it. Okay. Now, are these too dark? No. Love these. Oh, look what I've done here. I put them away a little aggressively and they've popped off their heads have popped off the glue dot. That's awesome. I love that for me. Okay, where's the rest of them? Oh, they're in there. Oh my goodness. Okay. Anyway, let's just find the ones that aren't broken and we're going to put them, we'll go 1, 2. Okay, we'll use one that's broken. Put them back together again. Has anybody else had this problem on these particular gems? These are what are these ones called? These are streaked dots. Anybody else had this problem? This whole pack has been like this for me. They're popping off their glue dots. Okay. Now, I would ideally like some Secret Sea twine. I'm not allowed, I don't know if I'm allowed to use twine. I think I'm not. Craig says I'm not allowed to put foofy things. All right, so I'm going to have to put something in here. I will use basic beige. So that should be, how much is that? That will have to be 3 by 5 1/4. 5 1/4. By 3. I still have 2 minutes left. They are hard. I don't know why they're so hard. They shouldn't be hard. They don't care. They're like, just stamp a happy birthday and hand it to me. But this, I was trying to do this. Like, I couldn't find, I don't know. Anyway, let's put this here. Ta-da! Which one do you like better? The brown one or the blue one? I think I like the blue one. Is it too cartoony against the realistic? I don't know. This didn't intend to have a boat on it. It was just going to be this, like happy birthday, and I kind of hated that. I don't know. Anyway, okay, we are done, you guys. Hi, Nancy. Hello, my friend. Let's see. So we've got, if you wanted to open it the other way, you can. Oh, Mr. Birdie, he's got a broken wing now. So it can open this way if you just score it between these two and then you just attach it over this side. Or this way, which is just easier. And then there's this one, which, black Christmas cards. Why not? And then yeah, the blue one's nice, right? Oh, excellent. Right? Okay, you guys. Thank you. Perfect. I like me some modern Christmas black. I like non-traditional colors for different things. Like, I mean, who ever heard of a red dove? I don't know. They just pop. So if you look at these from a distance, like, so what have we got here? That one can just go there. Look at it. They're just striking, don't you think? It's paper and a great big something, but you break it up a little bit with some embellishments and die cuts. That's what they're called. All right. So you guys, fundraiser. If you want in to learn how to make this amazing book that I lost the books. I don't know where the books. Here's the books. If you want to know how to make one of these fold-out albums, all it takes is a donation to my charity. Click on the header, click on and fill in the form and send me some money by e-transfer. If you're not in Canada, you can send it via PayPal and I can send you an invoice, but you need a PayPal account. Anybody can get in on this. All right. It's just my thank you is, hey, essentially think of it as a class, a $30 class. You're going to learn how to make 8 projects and the money is going to charity. So that's how simple that is. Sign up for my A Child is Born class. That one I need to mail it sooner than later. That's on November 14th. Free shipping, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Come back here. If you're in Canada, I can't sell across borders, so you have to be Canadian. But my BOGO, buy one, get one. Shipping is free for orders over $100 for the stuff that you get from Stampin' Up. So you're getting twice the value. Plus, when you order, you get the points. So you're getting loyalty points. So if you placed a $100 order, you get the free shipping. You would get $10 worth of loyalty of Stampin' rewards, and you get my product for $100 for free. Just costs you the shipping to get it to you. So you stack those deals. Christine, do it. Oh my gosh, do it. Yeah. And then there was one other thing. Oh, and so extravaganza packets. So 8:01, I'm going to get out of here, you guys. Thank you very much for hanging out with me. Thank you for once I hit submit on this, if you could go back and like this post, that would be fantastic. More people will see it. Maybe more people will donate. I'm going to order at noon on Thursday. I will invite everybody who's donated into the Facebook group. If you don't find that invite, let me know and I'll direct you on how to find that. But thank you for hanging out with me. It was nice to hang again after last week. So I'll see you here Wednesday night for my BOGO and again on Friday for coffee break at 10 a.m. Mountain Time. So thanks, you guys. You are amazing. Thanks. See you later.